Guys, welcome to my studio. Come on. This barber setup right here has made me over $250,000 a year, and I intricately select the exact tools that I use to help me create all of this. So the first impression that you see when you come into my shop is you have my barber chair right here, right in the middle of the centerpiece of the room. And then you have a couch for the guests to sit there. So you have a nice leather couch. Then we have a TV right there. I normally have like boxing, I normally have entertainment on. Then we have a centerpiece right here. We just have like all the gear that I put. We have my house call stuff. We have my videography bag. Then we have the videography gear station. But first, let's get into the main bits, right? Let's get into the juice. We have the clippers right here. First section of this video is I have my Grant toolbox. This toolbox right here is literally where I store all the juice. So on top, I have my barber side. This is where all my disinfectant is. We have the first layer of tools, okay? This is where all this charge station is. So we have my Babyliss FX. I've had these for a minute. These is what I use to debulk. Super good to debulk because they have a wide tooth, meaning that like the blades here are actually like a lot wider, so more hairs can feed in. Then I have my Instincts. They're so good because they're small. You guys know when you guys have like a smaller canvas head and it can be real hard to like get in. When you use a bigger clipper, for example, it's a lot harder because it's so big. You have to like get through like those tiny areas. So that's why I like them to use these for. These are super versatile. Then I have my JRL. These are the newest versions. These are the Onyx Blacks. They're super quiet. But the thing is that you can't hear the hair being crunched. Whereas like something like the Instincts, you can hear it being crunched. You know what you're cutting off. These, sometimes I don't know what I'm cutting off, but regardless, they're fire for like debulking. They feel comfortable in my hand. These are my all-time favorite clipper. If you only gave me one clipper to use, I would only pick these. These are the Gamma Boosteds. They're just so good because they're like the better version of the seniors. I used to be a Wars guy. I just want to show you guys, this is my all-time favorite clipper. And I used to be a Wars guy. This is the War Seniors with the staggered tooth blade. It's like the Magic blade and it's the Ever Since blade on there. These were my ultimate favorite until I found these Boosteds, right? Until I found these Boosteds. Now we have the Andis. These are the Andis Super 2s. This is like my most expensive clipper. You can literally fade it in one go. For like people coming in with like huge amount of hairs, I use these right here. So that's the top layer of the clipper. We're gonna get into the first layer of products that I use. This is some talc powder. I have some liquid razor over here. This literally is used to freeze up the hair and make it crispy when I line it up. Now we got my freezing spray. I use this for styling the hair. I also use it for braiding to keep the hair like not stragglers. You know when you braid like those hairs come out, and finalize the haircut. Then I've got some like clipper oil. This is the Andis one. I also have like the War one as well. I have a bunch of these. Then I have my razor box. Whenever I use my razors, I put them in here. Because you can't put your razors normally in a bin. Then we got my spray bottles on the side here. What I like to do is like a little sneak tip, just put it on the side. It has my logo on it as well. Now, that's the first layer of the station. Let's go to the second layer. This is the second layer of the station. We got my FX3s right here. These are the shavers that I use. I actually have two. I have the gold ones as well that everyone has, but these are underrated. They're like super strong. Then we have my YS Park comb. Hands down, the best combs in the market for shear work. Then we have my Instincts. We have my second Instincts over here. We have my duster. This duster right here is fire. This is so good because it's like so compact and so small. You can bring it anywhere. Then we have our hair clip. So this right here, super nice. You just lift it up like in like this. Super convenient, super nice. Then we have my shears. These are the Mitsu Tiny's Acros, right? These cost me 1.4K. So they came down to me and they showed me like the whole collection, came to my studio. I copped these because, dude, like the reason why they're so expensive, when you just do one flick, it just melts away. And I had this for like probably like 8 months now and they're still so sharp. We have the fire and ice combo. These are the thinners and these are around like 5.5 inch. That's the second station. Now coming down to my next station, we have all my clippers here. We have the Low Pros and they're battery operated. They have this battery up here. That's why I have a battery charger over here. Then we have the baby sister, which is the Blue FX Low Pro battery edition as well. Then we have the Ergos. These are like hands down my second favorite. They are fire because you can literally hear every single crunch. People complain about the shape, but I actually really like it. It's very comfortable. If I was to recommend any two clipper, it would be the Boosted and this. If you're a beginner though, I would choose this because you can hear every single crunch. Then we have my Instincts over here. We have these are the Cerebrus. These are like the elevated version of a Instinct clipper. It's like the Instinct's cousin. These right here is the baby of the Cerebruses. These are the trimmers. These right here, I use them for my soft trimmer. So you should always have a soft trimmer and a hard trimmer. These ones right here are my hard trimmers. These slap because of just how like sharp they are. And these are my soft. So I use these more for someone has sensitive skin and they get red easier. And then these are more for like your lineup. You know what I mean? Getting them nice and crispy. Now this is my camera gear station. So here is where all my gear is. So here we have the DJI one. I actually have two of these. The one that I'm using right now is the DJI 2s. These are the latest one. The reason why these are so better and why I like decide to get them is because you can whisper and you still pick it up, and you can shout and it won't peak. So these are the DJI 2s. Right, I'm using them right now. Now we have my lens. And then this one right here, this is the B cam. I have two cameras. The camera that is using right now is the ZVE1 Sony. That's the A cam, which is what you're on right now. This is the B cam. This is A7 IV Sony. But at the start, you don't need much. You don't need all of this crazy fancy gear. I blew up on TikTok recording just on my phone. So you don't need all this camera crazy gear. You get to a point where you want to level up and then you can get all the crazy fancy gear. You can start creating viral content with your phone. I reached 1 million followers on TikTok with just my phone. Then after 1 million followers, then I got all the crazy cool gear. We got the second battery. Every time I just swap this thing right here, I can just swap it out like a bop, bang, bang. We have our charging station. So right here, it has like this nice like cable management way. So I can just charge this USB-C, iPhone. So that's the top layer of the station. I literally charge everything on here. Down here, we have my point of view neck mount. So this is used to create point of view videos. So what I'll do is take this out, put it around my neck. And this is with a MagSafe. So literally, boom, easy, just like that. Yeah, bro, the MagSafe ecosystem is crazy. Come down here, we have another mic. This is the Rode. I bought every single mic to test so that you guys don't have to. And the one that you guys should choose is either the DJI ones, right, these ones, or if you have the money, DJI's 2. It's a very good investment to have. I know as starting a barber, you don't have much money, but you should definitely work towards investing in a mic. And then now we have the subsections, all right? Down here, we have the razor station, okay? This one is my main one. This is the wall. This is a cartilage. So like you put the razor in here and you slide it in. I like the white because it like looks nice on camera. When you do it on camera and you have like nice things that stand out, it's nice. Here I have my feather razors. So as you can see, we have like feather razor here, feather razor here. There's two different reasons that I have these, okay? So the first one, so this is your standard feather razor right here. You see how it's like a staggering blade, and this is your classic feather razor. You use this to create texture, and then you have this one. See how it has two? So this is a texturizing feather razor. So what that does is I will literally use this to like come in and texturize the top, right? Texturize the top, feather out the thing. It kind of thins it out, okay? And the way to use this and why it's positioned like this, let me show you why. So you get your feather holder and you see how it's positioned like straight like this? You put it in and you go like this. And then boom, see that? And that's how it's put on, and you just, you know what I mean? So that's why I have two. And then this is a gem right here. For a lot of starting barbers, you cut people, right? Using razors, it's really sharp. I have this right here. This is a liquid, septic liquid. And this septic liquid right here is used to blood clot. It clots the cut so then no blood can come out. What I do is I grab like a little cotton bud and I dab it on. I dab it on a little bit and I just tap it, and then it will literally close the blood. It will literally stop bleeding. So that is the feather razor. Then over here we have the clips section. So this is all my clips. This is the main clips that I use. We have these for like curly hair. These are like duck clips. Then we have these enhancement cards. This one's a bit thick. So what I did was I actually created my own. If you don't have one of these like enhancement cards, you can literally get a normal card. This is a normal card. This is a business card. I literally cut the round sides like this to create for like C cups. So that's a little hack right there. Here we have my Dyson blow dryer. We have the diffuser. So I use this diffuser for curly hair. So the diffuser blows hair in a way where it's like natural air. This plant right here, pretend like this is hair. So if I blow it like this, it pushes it, right? See that? But if I blow with this, it stays still. See how it stays still like that? Then we have my fibers. They're like different to enhancements. What they do is they imitate hair. So like if you want something to look more natural than paint, you use this because it's more fibrous, right? It's more fibrous. It has like these fibers in it. Then I have my beard brush. This beard brush right here is fire. I highly recommend if you want to get to like $80 a cut, $100, using a beard brush will really get out everything and your client will love it because no other barber has ever done this for them. This is the Heat Stroke by Gamma. People actually like ask me, like, yo, where'd you get this? And the client's like, where'd you get this? Like some of them tell me that they literally come because they just want their beard straightened out again. I have my spare clipper right here. These are the Cocos, right? These are the Cocos right here with the graphite blade. Literally the same as these, literally the same thing. And the thing is that these are Cocos, but these are Teapot. Literally, the clipper company is all white labeled, meaning that they literally buy it from like China and they put their own label on it. I just debunked the whole clipper myth.
Gotcha, bitch!
Then we have the guards right here. These are like safety guards. These are the war guards. I use the Gamma guards because they're just really nice because they just magnetic. They look nicer. They're more premium in my opinion. I was a wars guy. Trust me, I used to love war, but I switched over to Gamma guards because of how easy it is. And what I like to do is I leave it on here. Boom. It's super easy for me to like facilitate. Like I don't have to crowd my whole station like here. It just literally like clips on like that. Boom. Now we got the mirror. It has like a nice base right here for me to have all my stuff. And then I have this like container right here. So I have one flat comb. So this is the flat comb that I use. The thing about flat combs, you need to be real sturdy and you need to be long. So then you can create that like nice shape on the side. So I put that in the here right here. Then I have my smaller flat comb. And this smaller flat comb allows me to create shape. Because it's smaller, it allows you to like really take small sections and create more sculpting. You know what I mean? When you sculpt like with this comb, it's better. But when you take bulk off with this, it's better, right? So I have individual spots for it. Then I have my shear work comb, the YS Park 332. Then I have my comb and brush. This is 2-in-1 and this changed the game because it stops me from going back to my station to go for a comb. You know, what people don't realize is that the comb is used to gather the hair, you know, like more bulk to gather it. And this is used to take away all the hair that's been cut, like brushes or the cut for fading. So this is more for fading and this is more for like hair on the top. Boom. These 4 equipment is all I need. So for this area, I have the JRL mat right here, right? And this allows me to like put my clippers on. For example, I'll use this one right here. I only use 3 clippers at a time. My general setup would be something like this. I'll probably grab the boosteds. I have my hard hitters. Then I'll have like my fading clipper. So my fading clipper would be these. These are crazy for fading. That would be the setup right there. That's my main combo that I use. And my second combo, if I want to cut fast, I would use the Instincts. Always these, bro. These go flat. And then these right here. This one's to debulk, quiet. This one's loud, sharp hitter. So that just like a rough combo setup for you guys on what a day-to-day will look like. Now we're gonna get into the content creation creative gear. Now this is literally how I create content and what I use to record. See, a lot of barbers are good barbers and they know like about clippers and stuff. But what separates you is understanding how to market, understanding what tools to use to create that nice, beautiful, high quality look. So we're gonna start off with the lighting. With this lighting right now, this is a 19-inch ring light. This is amber layer. What is nice too is that you have this USB right here. So let's say your phone's dying. I put that on there with the charger on. So you can charge your phone while you're doing that. And I have this plate right here. So this plate right here is actually an attachment that I bought. It allows you to use it as like, let's say a clipper, and you can record like a stand right here too. Because the light's always changing. I always move my light around. For example, like have my clipper I'm cutting and I'll just put it back on here. You know what I mean? I would generally put my light like right here, my client right here, facing all the nice like area, right? I generally find a place where it looks nice the best. And then my second key light, right? The key light means that it's like the main huge amount of light. So this one right here is a portable one. So this is a LED panel and it's by Newer. Literally, it's no cables. See that? No cables. I have a battery that you can connect with it and it lasts the whole day. You can even change the colors on that. See how it's like purple now? I also have down here, these is like a tripod wheels. It enables you to like move things around easy. You know what I mean? So I would place this diagonally on this side and then one diagonally on this side while I have my client right here. So this light is blasting my client right here. This light is blasting my client right here. And I'm literally going like this. I can cut it like this while I have that nice backdrop right there. And we have a nice memory mat here. Everything's within reach. You know what I mean? Boom. I don't have to walk all the way and grab something. You know, you want to optimize your space, okay? Then I have these two lights right here. I have like this nice, you can change it to different colors. You can turn it on, off, you know what I mean? Bam, bam. These are super nice. These are by Photolec. You can change the colors on these. Red and blue, it's so nice, very nice. I also have here my iPad and this I can see appointments on, you know what I mean? And I can like check up with clients. I can like, you know what I mean? Yo, where you at, bro? Appointments here, man. So I have that there. We also have a mini fridge right here. This cost me around like $300. We have like some soft drinks in there. We have some sparkling water. This is the sparkling water that I drink. I only have the soft drinks in there for my clients. Now, this is all the lighting, right? But when you record it, what happens after? You have to edit it. I'm gonna show you guys the editing station. So this is my editing station right here. So it's right close to my videography station. This is actually, it can be folded out. Every time when a client's not here, I literally fold it out. I do one of these. You can just open it and boom. Just like that, literally sit right here, get some sunlight in and then edit my videos right here. I actually teach you guys how to edit as well. So here is my mentorship and this is what you're welcome with. At the moment, we have 328 members killing it right now. Right here, we have all the modules, right? We have social media, haircut academy. We have the barber to entrepreneur, business scaling. We have, but even you can get things such as like even flown out free clippers. But here I teach you how to edit viral video content structure. And this is the editing module right here. So literally I'm standing right here and that's the setup. So now I'm gonna show you my tripod. And this tripod right here is a $600 tripod. And I spent so much for this tripod is because for recording like Barber Accelerator, my mentorship, haircut tutorials. That's why it justified me to pay $600 for this tripod. So that is my station. So this is a studio that allowed me to make 25K a month and I've generated so much money in here. Like I've literally made so much progress in here. And the thing about being your own private studio, it's amazing because it's just you and the client and the camera. So no one other else is distracting you. You're in your own habitat, you're in your own environment. So you're able to just smash things out. When you're in a barbershop, it's like everyone around you, it sometimes doesn't have that same drive as you. They don't want more. They're just happy just cutting day by day and happy with the money they're making and not down to record content. But when you by yourself, you're your own limit. So you're in control of where you are at the moment. So if you're in here by yourself, you control your own growth. That's why I'm so pro for private studios, creating your own. You're not building the barbershop's brand, you're building yourself. So this is my studio. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to, learn how I did 25K a month as a barber and help you to get you making your first 10K, then the link is in the description for my mentorship. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Take it easy, guys. These right here are all broken. $210 worth of, I'm actually gonna throw these in the bin. Might break some of you guys' heart, but Broke my heart when I dropped them, bro.